I thought we were just doing a cool thing that fucking Triple H does. You know what
Break
I mean?
it down. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Shawn Michaels out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. And then you had Val Venus. The
He was
Godfather.
like a porn star?
Yeah, the Godfather brought out a literal hoe train.
Yeah.
It's time for the hoe train.
And he like offer you like you can have a night with one of my ladies and you quit the match.
That's right. That's right. It was fantastic.
Weird.
There was the Nation of Domination, which was the Black Panthers, basically. You remember the Nation of Domination?
A little bit.
That's how they basically saved The Rock's career.
Yeah, like I said, I was young and I wasn't allowed. I had to sneak it. I had to watch it at my friends' houses, and like, but for some reason I had like a Stone Cold Steve Austin like videotape that I watched like 100 times in a row.
Everybody,
you know,
it's so
like
iconic.
him with Mike Tyson and with Shawn Michaels and like all that shit. Like, whoo, I love that.
One
shit.
of the funniest
Stone
videos.
Cold's my dude.
One of the funniest videos I've ever seen is there's this dude, this this special kid. Maybe he's like, I don't know, he's probably not a kid, but he's a little special. And he's at a pool party, and somebody plays the Stone Cold music.
Oh, and he cracks the
and
beers.
He comes out in the leathers, and he's got two
glass bottles of beer.
And you can hear, must be his brother or his father from across the pool. Don't clack them together. And he looks, bam.
And just breaks glass all up in the pool.
That's Stone Cold Steve Autism.
Big friend of the program, Stone Cold Steve Autism.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. What?
Oh,
there he is. Oh!
Fuck yeah. He's staying in character. He shook it out. Bro, I got a little
the Texas rattlesnake.
Do not move. Crazy gonna step his little footy on the glassy. So we had some good football, some crazy football games this weekend.
I lost a beautiful 16 parlay that would have paid me out something beautiful.
6 team.
Who
blew it?
Dallas money line.
What the fuck? Can you believe that you are upset about Dallas losing to the worst team in football?
Money line.
That's unbelievable, bro. That's unbelievable. Dallas lost to the Cardinals.
Ugh.
They are who they appear to be.
Jeez,
They're the Dallas Cowboys. They do weird shit like that.
How about Miami dropping a 70 burger?
Could have had more too.
70.
Could have set the record
in an NFL game.
70 on your Broncos, your Horsies, your Sean Payton.
Yeah, the what do they say? The bloom has come off that rose.
Yeah.
Sean Payton was.
He was none too pleased after the game.
He was sassy.
And whatever his name, Mike McDaniel used to be the ball boy for the Broncos as a kid.
I know.
And now their ball boy just put up 70 points against them.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we said it in mixed picks. Yep. Miami was.
We said they were going to win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Not 20.
Bro, I had Mostert. He gave me like 40 points in fantasy.
Yeah.
And the other running back had 49.
Crazy.
A-Chain.
Crazy.
Wild.
And there's some rumors and rumblings that might be the place Barkley gets traded to.
To Miami?
Yeah, Barkley, Jacobs, or Taylor.
Wow, that's gonna make Mostert pretty insignificant. That'll be pretty bad for me.
Pretty bad.
They got a good thing down there. What are you talking about? These guys put up almost 100 points in fantasy points.
Why you changing a great good thing?
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't
let my
fixed,
guys let my guys eat.
Let them eat. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Should we get into that? And where the fuck is Ben? I'm about to call.
He'll be back. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, okay. I won't worry.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
I'll repress the feeling of worry. I'm gonna call his ass.
Now there's some.
Hey, I'm stuck at the Apple store. He doesn't talk like that. Does.
Can we? Now apparently Bobert is. She's denying that she had a boob job.
She's denying.
She very clearly had a boob job, right?
For sure, had a BJ.
What? Well, she was trying to BJ.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, dude, where the fuck are you? You're on air.
I'm on air. I'm at an Apple store right now.
Hey, I heard. Get
yeah,
your.
I was trying to do this before so I could come into your show. But,
all right, hurry up. Get your fine behind back over here.
Oh, I got some juicy stories for you, brother.
Get over here, dude.
Okay.
Hurry up. All right, bye.
Oh God, just the thought of 80-year-old Juicy.
Oh, it's juicy.
Oh God.
Trust me.
I want to support it. I'm trying not to be a hater. I'm trying. I want to support it, boy. But oh man,
He's got to
I'm all
get paid.
in.
He's got to get paid.
I'm all
big.
in, and I don't want to take too much credit, but I feel like I'm a little bit of a catalyst for this.
yeah.
You really pushed it the other day.
Do you feel?
You should feel guilty, actually.
Yeah, right.
I feel proud. I'm spreading love. I'm like Cupid, dude. I'm fucking Cupid.
Spreading something.
Yeah, spread. Shit. Anyway, should we pull up our picks? See how we did.
Yeah, go for it.
You have that? Did Nat send that?
Did Nat put him over?
Results. Which one are we doing? NFL right now?
Yeah, because right now I believe I'm up one game on Gerard. I think I went 4-1 on week 1. We did not do week 2. We were in Vegas for Christos Siagos, the Spartans UFC fight, and then so I went 4-1 week 1, and Gerard went 3-2. Correct?
And then this week you're 4-1 and G is 3-1.
Oh, do you have one more game to go?
Hold on. I'll show you.
Yeah. Philly's tonight, right?
Yeah, Philly is tonight.
Yeah, so
We're playing
Philly.
the Saints.
Yeah. No. The Saints lost to Green Bay.
Who are they playing tonight?
According to my numbers,
Philly and Tampa
the only
Bay, right?
ones
That's
that
it.
you got incorrect was Jaguars versus Texans.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Yeah, Jaguars Texans. We both had that game, and we both got that one wrong. That was
Everything else
wild.
you got right.
And all right. So the one loss Gerard had. So we might tie for this week if the Eagles
If the Eagles
cover the spread.
cover.
All right.
But then I got that teaser, and that teaser, if that covers, it's gonna be nice.
What teaser is that?
Oh, I did. I teased up the Patriots up to 3.5, and they covered by 5. And then I teased. Who else did I tease up? 1. I believe I teased up Miami 1.
Okay.
I think they covered. And then
I was hoping you were gonna do this whole segment in that voice.
You have
It's
to
a great
you have to
voice.
say ish when you refer to I.
ish.
Yeah.
Eek. Oh, like eek.
No,
no,
like
ish,
ish.
like it's
Whenever
like
you say
I.
I, just replace
That's
it with
like
ish.
Sacha Baron Cohen's a Borat guy.
Bruno.
Bruno, yeah.
So funny. Can you imagine?
It's a great accent you do there. Dude.
Germany.
Yeah, I like that
Talk to
accent.
people a little more in that accent.
Ish.
Talk to us, yeah.
Germany was so hardcore that the only way for the world to like accept them back in, for them to be like, hey guys, it's okay. We're not like that Germany anymore.
I love that voice of
No,
G.
it's
That's
not-
great, right?
It's fucking awesome.
Those crazy Germans. No, we're not like them. We like to hang out at the Gap, you know. We like coffee, maybe beer.
For the people who are just on audio and don't have the visual, he also hits his little bump while he does it.
There's no way to do this without actually doing the Eastern European
It's
German.
like there's music playing in the background, like he's at a nightclub.
What do you
Yeah.
picture when you hear this?
Huh? What do I picture?
Yeah, when you hear that voice.
I picture
I gotta take a leak.
a sassy little blonde boy. with an ill-fitting lower half. Yeah, and then you got your British stuff. Everybody's got a Brit. What's your best British accent?
Oh, I can't. I'm not doing
No
that.
accents whatsoever?
No.
Nat, you're an accenter or what?
No, not at all.
Nothing?
Nope.
Really? You know, you got your British. You got your cocky British where you just don't finish the end of a word before you start the next one, yeah? And then you everything's a question, isn't it? You know, that's your East London, isn't it? Yeah. You know, you don't really finish nothing. And then my word, you have your old English where everything just takes way too long, and you speak like through the top of your.
How about Australian?
How dare you? Don't know if I could do an Australian. I don't know Australian. But like Jamaican culture, most of it comes from the Scotch-Irish. Like the Irish were the original slaves down in Jamaica. I don't know if people know that.
What?
The Irish were the original slaves in the Caribbean.
Slaves to who? The Brits?
Yeah, so Cromwell decided.
Indentured servants? Is that the proper term, or are they slaves?
No, these were flat out prisoners of war. Cromwell decimated the Irish continent and took all of the military-aged men who they didn't kill and slaughter.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to interrupt, but speaking of Jamaican, we got a big guest for tomorrow.
Cool.
You know who it is?
I don't.
He doesn't know who it is, Christian. Should we break the news to him?
I didn't know we were doing a podcast tomorrow.
We are.
7
Okay.
o'clock tomorrow night.
Guess who it is?
Who?
Big Swarm.
Get outta here.
We're getting him before his title fight.
All right.
Getting
7
the
o'clock.
Swarm. That's...
I got softball. gotta figure that out.
All right. I'll have to call him tonight.
We'll figure it out. We'll make
Because
it
we were
work.
gonna do Wednesday, but he's Christian's leaving. He's flying to Cleveland.
What the fuck, man? Big Swarm. I'm a big fan of Big Swarm.
Big Swarm, bro.
Big
He's fighting
Swarm.
for the title. I love when you first met him. You were like, "Wow, you're like a creator character." That was the first thing Gerard said to him.
Create a
And
player.
it's so spot on. Yeah, create a player.
Yeah.
So spot on.
This is
Yeah.
exactly what he looks like.
Yeah. Right? He's
yeah.
like a fucking superhero.
He looks like, remember the old N1 guy back in the day?
Yes.
He looks like the N1 guy, but he was a fighter instead of a basketball
Yes. Jacked, bald.
player. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking man.
Jack, too.
And got the voice of an angel.
I'll tell you,
And one of the best guys in the world.
watching you guys train, one of the big things, you can't really see how hard somebody's hitting. You can't really see how in control of, the kind of grapple that they are, but you can see the activity. That's very obvious. And he is so much more active than the guys
Than all the other
in
heavyweights?
his weight class. It's outrageous.
Yeah.
His activity level throughout the training is significant.
Yeah.
And you could just see like how over the course of a 3-round fight that would just wear you down, just wear you out.
Dude, he's tremendous. One of the best in the world. Soon to be fucking heavyweight champ of
The
Bellator.
big Swarm. And can we pull up that comeback fight that he had? What was that? It was 2 fights ago for him now.
Yeah,
That was insane.
I think so.
That was insane.
We know who it was against?
I think
Big old cracker.
I think he's Russian. But,
Big old Rushy.
big old Ruski.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you were saying about. I just got excited because I know.
I love Big Swarm. That's cool.
Jamaican British, but I wanted to.
I would think he's more British, yeah?
Yeah, but he's Jamaican.
Oh,
It's
he's a
like you
yo-
being Irish but
Yeah.
American.
Don't they call that a yachty boy? Is he a yachty?
I don't know.
We'll ask him.
We'll ask him tomorrow.
We'll ask him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'll ask him. Let's see if we can do it in the middle of the day rather than so we don't fuck up your softball.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, man. The
I know the boys would be pissed. But anyway, you were saying that you said their culture was influenced by the Scotch Irish.
yeah, hugely. So like Jamaican accents.
Where did you learn this? Jamaican accents comes
Yeah.
from Scotch Irish?
Correct.
What?
100%. This is not like a lie. This is like the truth.
All right, explain.
So they sent the Irish to work on the plantations, but the fair-skinned Irish from
They
the
were
colder
burning?
climate, they would burn it up. And so what they did is they forced bred them with the natives, and that's where like the whole idea of the mulatto comes from. And yeah, so if you ever want to read like a really great book, it's called Black Redneck White Liberal by Thomas Sowell. And it talks about like how a lot of culture today, counterculture and like underclass culture comes from the original underclass of British society, which was the Scotch Irish. And
When you say Scotch Irish, that's like Scottish and the Irish?
yeah, the Picts and the Celtics, So there's Scotland, there's Ireland, but they're tribally similar.
Yeah, I got a lot of that in my ancestry thing.
Scotch Irish.
Yeah, Scottish and Irish. I didn't know I was Scottish or anything.
Well, Scotch
But I
Irish.
got some of that.
You got some of that in you, don't you? Fuck it. Yeah, the Scotch. Very, very interesting history of this stuff. Just like, again, we talk about it all the time. Like learning real history, you start like asking questions about why on earth are we just not taught the truth? Because there's so many like political advantages to making people feel ostracized or victimized or othered. For example, the whole idea like Jesus was, a brown-skinned Jew and stuff like that. Maybe he was, but the fact of the matter is that area of Judea had been under 350 years of Greek and Roman subjugation. And there had not been the Persian or the Sassanid empires come through there yet. So, that part of the Mediterranean was probably not the way that we look at that part of the Mediterranean today. Just like Sicily changed when the Moors took over.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when the Greeks and the Romans have 300 years of conquest.
Right.
And we all know about Tiberius Pantera,
Right.
the Greek soldier. who may or may not have impregnated the young 13-year-old Mary.
But when you were saying before, like, why we're not taught the proper history,
Mm-hmm.
that leads to people then questioning everything, which it can be good,
Mm-hmm.
but also can lead to, these flat earthers also who, for a while, I'm thinking, I think we talked about this on the podcast with Christos talking about it and shit. I got a good question I got to ask him.
Mm-hmm.
When the pilots say they fly like west to get to like China,
Mm-hmm.
how would that happen? Or are they lying?
Well, they say they're being lied to, right? Isn't that what they say?
That the pilots are being lied to?
Yeah, that the powers that be are lying to the pirates and the pilots, that they're not actually flying.
I don't know,
west.
but I gotta run this one by Christos. I really gotta get my astrophysicist friend Trent and Christos on, and we can kind of what's the word? Not mediate the debate. What's the word? Moderate. Yeah. Moderate the debate.
Or my other favorite one now is that have you seen the one where they tell you that there's an ocean under the ocean?
No, I heard there's an ocean above in the sky though, because it says in the Bible. So a lot of these flat earthers are very religious, and they think that the whole making the earth seem round is to separate us from God more, and that it's like all these planets and all this shit. Where in the Bible it says God built a firmament to separate the waters from above from the waters from below.
Okay.
And now that also could work to what you just said about there being water. Maybe it's not above, like that the waters are above in the sky. That was the way I took it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the waters are below underneath. You know what I mean? The waters above are the waters we see.
Yeah.
So what was the thing you were just saying?
Well, there's the whole thing about like, now we're getting into like interdimensional stuff and the idea that aliens, quote unquote, aren't from other
planets.
worlds.
They're on our planet, but they're
on our planet,
on our flat
dimensions.
Earth.
Yeah.
But they're okay. So there was like apparently the big thing Chris was saying was there's this ice wall.
Yeah.
Right. So there's the world we know, right, and then there's ice wall around it, and there's these other fucking things around,
Yeah.
and that's where like the aliens are. But they don't come over here, and we don't go over there. I don't know why. I don't know much.
You think an ice wall big enough to hold the ocean at bay?
Well, here's the thing.
You'd be able to see it from somewhere, right?
Well, here's the thing. I think the ice wall, it could be, for all I know, the ice wall could be 10 feet high. Mm-hmm. But I think there's people with guns protecting it.
Ah.
You know, like they'll shoot you down if you try and take your plane past it, or shit like that.
Yeah, I just like the whole Matrix idea that we're just like none of this is real. It's all a simulation. Elon Musk thinks
Sometimes
this
it
is
can
a
feel like
simulation.
that. What
we're just a
what
whole
must
bunch
he
of.
say?
This is a simulation. So it only makes sense mathematically if all this is a simulation. Well, and the idea of like, free will.
But if you go jump off some shit, that shit hurts.
Yeah, but that's not like the simulation. The simulation in like,
I feel that though.
like in terms of, not even like a video game. Do you remember those old school like football games back in the day where the board would shake, and the players would move? What do they call that?
I think that was a little before our time, but yeah.
You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
Where it was like a little board and the board would shake and then the player.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
I've seen it in old movies.
Yeah, like something goes here, and then they shake the board, and then hey, whatever happens, happens. But who's ever running with that ball thinks that they're choosing the hole.
Yeah.
From their perspective. I don't know, man, but I do think it's a good thing that we don't live forever.
Why?
I think urgency creates purpose.
I think
And-
a lot of people forget that we don't live forever. I think the memento mori, the remember that we're going to die, is very, very important. And I think a lot of people are living like this shit is going to be forever.
They're really putting their faith in science. Those people,
do you mean?
those are the type of people. Those are the trust the science types.
But those are also the people that
I'm gonna live to be 200 years old.
They sweat the small stuff.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know,
I don't
they
think
forget that this is all going to be over soon. Mm-hmm. We don't have long.
Yeah.
We don't have long. In 100 years from now, everybody, you, me, everybody you know is going to be dead.
In 100 years from now,
I'm giving you a sure number.
you don't think
I'll be 130.
somebody in our generation is gonna live to be like 120, 130?
I don't know. But my point is, 100 years from now, most likely.
We'll be getting towards the end.
Do you guys know
over.
Brian Johnson,
No.
the anti-aging guy?
No.
No. He's like trying to live as long as he can, and he's like 45, but he does like.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Have you seen that guy? He looks like a vampire.
Yes, I have seen that guy. Yeah, he's 45.
I believe so.
Holy shit, he looks like he's 23. So whatever he's doing, kind of works.
What if he?
Go ahead, Nat.
What if he gets hit by a car or something?
Yeah, it's like the Atkins guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get hit by a bus or slip on some ice or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can do all this work.
And
to
he
be
and
the
he said he had
longest
heart
living person.
problems.
Yeah, it turns out like the cholesterol.
Atkins wasn't the best.
Yeah, maybe
thing.
bacon isn't the protein you should be going for.
Here's
He
a
was the
video.
original keto.
Is not me. That's not my identity. And separating those two things is really important because if I feel shame and guilt, it can really have this emotional burden on me. To basically save myself from myself, I just said, Evening Brian, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., like a window around you, no authority to eat food whatsoever. I was marching myself towards an early death. It was just a bad situation. And so I had to take extreme action in setting those rules. The version of Brian who overeats, blueprint is if we say how good is technology going to be in
Well, that's just a filter.
without question.
I don't know. He looks like
What are
he
we
has
doing?
a filter on all the time.
The guy we need to be studying is Mike O'Hearn. That's the guy we need to be studying. Mike O'Hearn's like, what is he, 60?
I think he's like 50.
Yeah, he swears to God he's natty too.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you've seen him. He's been like on all the memes. The super jack dude with the wavy hair and like kind of the new Fabio. Mike O'Hearn. There he is. Mike O'Hearn.
Anyway, I was saying before about that. You were like, well, maybe someone might live to 120.
Is that how I sounded when I said it?
Yeah, that was Ben's impression too.
Was that?
That's my
Everybody's getting it today.
Nobody's safe.
Mick got some cakes this weekend.
Anyway, the fact is, the fact that we're gonna all be dead is a good thing to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you'll be a little kinder. You'll appreciate what you have right now a little more.
You would think.
No, well, when you're separated from that, you won't. But when you really think on it for a second, you will.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You'll be grateful for the shit you have. It'll give you the balls to go get the shit that you want. You know, you'll realize that this is a finite, and it'll empower you to go and do what you want and live how you want and be the person that you want to be today, because tomorrow's not promised. I say 100 years, but shit, there's people listening to this right now. They're gonna be dead in 5. It might be you.
Ouch. Oof. Oof. Accurate, but oof.
Nah, it won't be. I can't allow that.
Ugh.
That's why I got you up in Barwis, up in the gym, just
in the
working
gym.
on his fitness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Couldn't come up with a name. Gerard Delicious. That sounds so good.
Yeah, man. I was talking with my father, and we were listening to
Yeah, how were they?
They were doing great, man. Listening to some classic rock and stuff like that. And you know, it's like that. This has been classic rock since I was a kid. I'm like, the actual classics now are like the thong song.
Uh-huh.
You know, like it's like that's what the DJs are spinning.
What type of music were you listening to?
Oh, like Bad Company, the Beatles, like all that.
Bad Company.
I
can't deny.
Yeah. Very, very, very hard to get my.
Bad Company. Till the day I die.
Very hard to get my 65-year-old father to give any new music a chance.
Yeah.
Everything sucks. 4 chords in, this sucks.
Yeah.
5 chords
Your
in.
poor dad, man. Every week, every Sunday, I go, wow. This football season just isn't what I thought it was going to be. I really thought, they said we had Aaron Rodgers is on the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
They had all these primetime games lined up for him.
You know who knew it was
All
going to
these
happen?
who knew it was going to
You know
happen?
who said this was going to happen?
Big G.
Big G.
Big G knew it. He said, they're the Jets.
Yep. He's like, this was kind of them. Normally they give you hope till week 10 and then pull the rug. He said this was kind.
mercy.
This was merciful.
Wow.
Yeah, Jets fans have it tough, man.
Bro.
What do you think is the worst franchise to root for in all of sports?
I don't know. Who hasn't won shit?
A lot of them. Cleveland Browns.
But
ain't
also
won
it
shit.
depends. It depends on when you're alive. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
To be a Cowboy fan like in the past like 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
you never got the Super Bowl.
Probably 30. About 30 years.
Probably since the 90s.
It's actually 29 years now.
Right, since the 90s, right?
93, 94, 95.
So,
96.
but also they had a lot of success back in those days.
Yep.
I don't know, like even we looked at that thing where the Giants record over they put up a thing like football games as if it was MLB, so it was over, what is that, 181 games?
162.
162 games, and they put up like all the teams' records over those times, and like the Giants stunk, but we also got 2 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think it depends on when you're alive. Again, it's just a short trip, guys. This life thing is just a short trip. It's a short trip. We're not gonna fucking live forever.
Fantasy's changed that for me, man. Like You're gonna die. Like I love the Giants, but I don't give a shit as much as I used to because my own self-interest in fantasy and gambling have kind of taken precedent.
Yeah, me too. I feel you.
You know?
Fantasy football is fun.
Like I used to live and die with the Giants every Sunday. Now it's like I want the Giants to win, but also I want the wide receiver that they're playing against to go for 10 and 100.
Yeah.
You know? I want the Giants to win, but I don't want them to cover.
You bet against the G-Men?
Oh, yeah, Arizona.
You bet with your mind, not with your heart, eh?
Yeah, I learned my lesson from week 1. Well, week 1, I got to be honest, and I've already done my mea culpa. I tried to talk the Giants into existence, but I did not bet the Giants, even though I said I did on week 1. I did bet the Cowboys, so kind of a scumbag move. Sorry. Sue me.
Yeah. Christian, you snag me a water, and where the fuck is Ben?
He's on his way. He texted me.
Is he?
Yeah, he'll be here in a minute.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a show October 7th in Arlington if anybody wants to come out. October
Really?
7th with Carol Ann Miljavik. Yeah. Carol Ann Miljavik at the Arlington Music Theater October 7th.
Huh?
Arlington, Texas and Dallas, Texas. It's going to be a lot of fun. October 7th. After this, bro, I gotta get the passport photo. Man, what a pain in the ass it is to get a fucking passport these days, bro. My God, oh my.
You can get a photo right at the post office.
Yeah. But then I gotta send it to this guy, and then I gotta I'm going through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
That's for us to go to Colombia.
Medellin. Medellin. What do you like about Colombia?
I had a great time there. I've spoke about it. Number 1, the food.
Really?
Because it's good healthy shit. All the meat is grass fed. You don't need to like go sifting through a bunch of bullshit. They don't feed people bullshit. They don't use all that crap that most places use, or at least that America uses. It's not most places. It's America.
It's
really.
It's America.
We're the problem. We like to save a buck and feed our people shit just to make a little money.
If it is even saving a buck, did you watch that video I sent you?
Which one?
Where the CIA director admits to seeding chemicals into the sky to help block out the sun for global warming or climate change or whatever the hell they're calling it.
Is that Twitter link that wouldn't open for me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I didn't.
So,
it wouldn't open like 3 times.
Yeah, he admits he's in front of the World Economic Forum. Those good guys talking about how
Those guys are lit.
they're calling it geoengineering. How the advances in geoengineering are. They're literally just shooting chemicals up into the sky to try to affect the weather, but they want you to stop using a gas stove.
Yeah. They want to take your car away.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Everybody that goes along with these guys is just a sucker. An all-time sucker. It's amazing to me after the last 3 years that we lived through how many people just still take the government and the media at face value. It's unreal. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, they saw these suckers coming a mile away, boy. A mile away.
Yeah, I listened to our Drinking Bros podcast, or that episode. Really fun. If people haven't listened to that, go check it out. I don't listen to our podcast much, but I was on an airplane and the thing I had queued up wouldn't work, but it just started playing the Drinking Bros thing, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a try, and it was fucking great. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we got a good show.
So you guys haven't listened to that
and
one.
Those guys are great too. Love Dan, love Ross, great guys.
It's fun. I like it's good. I like when we it's cool when how we have multiple guests too. It's like it was like a great flow. Great flow, funny as hell. Yeah, if you guys haven't listened to that, go check that one out.
And Wednesday this week, we got a new show coming out, bro.
Oh shit.
Wednesday.
Oh shit.
Big time. Everybody's favorite guest of Slick and Thick joins us full time on a new show.
Miss Candace.
Horbach? I'm never going to get it right. Yeah. And the clips that we have out.
I'll never say it.
We have 2 clips out that are going great. They both have over 200,000 views, so that bodes well. But it's so funny.
I was tagged in one of them.
You could find it on everybody's socials butt mix. The interesting thing is like how many comments there are that are like, I know her from somewhere.
Yeah, everyone's just outing themselves.
Where do I know this girl
They're
from?
just outing their dirty mind.
I swear to God, I've seen this girl before. I don't know where. I don't know where you could have seen her.
Who?
Exactly. Who?
I don't know who that is, Father.
All right, well, Ben, we've stalled as long as we possibly can for you, buddy. We got a half hour left here. We have anything in the comments, please let us know, Nat. If not, we're just going to have to get the story going here, Ben, because the people want to know.